plan, we can use plan A, we can use plan B. And one of the things that's been evident to me at the World Cup is game plan. The teams who are the most successful teams aren't necessarily the most talented, they aren't necessarily the most gifted, they aren't necessarily the most skillful, fastest, brightest. They're the ones who play to their strengths and have a plan. And it's interesting really because you could have a team with people who are very talented, people who are very good at what they do, people with a lot of skill, a lot of pace, a lot of power, yet they still struggle to succeed because they don't have a game plan. And you can have a team which has its limitations do really, really well because they play to their strengths and they have a plan. And we talk about playing to a plan, we're knowing specifically exactly what it is that we're going to do within the team. And life, you can't do things on your own in life. To be successful in life, you're going to have to be a team player. You're going to have to at some point be part of a team and get on with people and have rapport and work with people and make sure in working with people you bond together and give yourself a very good chance of succeeding. So with that in mind, it is important that we are a team player. And to be a team player, we need to have a game plan. We need to help and get people motivated to work around us and share the workload, to work with us in unity, to work for us, and we need to work for them as well. And some of the most successful teams that I've seen at the World Cup are teams that will work together, they'll bond together, they will fight for each other, they'll run through brick walls for each other, and they all have a plan. They know exactly what they're doing, when they're doing it, and how they're going to execute the plan. And when the plan isn't working, they've got a plan B and a plan C up their sleeve, because sometimes you might have the best laid plans and you stick to it, it's not working, you've got to have the room maneuver. And one of the emphasis of Get Busy Living and Going for Gold, which I do the seminars and I've written books on, is by transferring these elements of sport, because sport played at the highest level is truly amazing in a spectacle. Sport played at the very highest level, we can all agree, is almost like a game of chess. One person makes a move, another person makes a counter move. One person makes a move, another makes a counter move. And it's almost like life. From the moment we're born, we are born into a set of circumstances. Some people are born into more fortunate circumstances than others. Yet we grow up in life. We learn from our parents, if we've got parents. We learn from family and friends, if we're lucky enough to be in a surrounding like that. We learn from teachers. And we go through life and we take on board a lot of the behavior that we have is learnt. Some of it is what we call possibly nature. Some of it is nurture. And that forms our identity. Through this learning experience, we become who we are and we develop a persona. And it's with that persona that we can then make decisions about how we act to certain situations. And one of the things that really amazes me from the African experience is seeing people against all odds with the ability to turn things around, organizing a major sporting event like the World Cup 10 years ago, let alone 20 or 30 years ago, would have seemed to have been unseemable, yet they've